Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Libra, I hope that you're doing well. I have to apologize. My voice is a little hoarse. I've been feeling slightly under the weather just because of all the seasonal changes. So I apologize in advance. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one will be the overall energy from the wild unknown archetypes, and at the end I will read from the book. And for the tarot portion of your reading, the Mystic Mondays Tarot, the cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Didn't even get the whole sentence out, and here it is. Number 6. Corresponding to the Lovers card of the Major Arcana, Gemini energy. The Lovers card talks about divine partnership, divine union, the connection and alignment of the higher self to the earthly self, to spirit, to the creativity, to the heart chakra. And the words are the mentor. Instantly, I got a reference to the show Twin Peaks. David Lynch, Twin Peaks. Have you ever seen that show? The owl features very prominently in that show. For some reason, it just became a little ominous to me. This card feels a little ominous, like not like something bad's gonna happen, but it's more just like, it's more like a fear. I feel like a fear that is coming forward, and you're kind of staring it down. You're kind of being made to stare it down. It's not really necessarily a choice. With the Mentor card here, it feels like this is your lesson. Like, okay, we're in class and there's some divine wisdom or aspect that is coming your way that might feel a little triggering. Maybe this is what you're going through right now, but it's something that is meant to catapult you into the Lover's energy. Ooh, I started to hear a fluctuation in my right ear that kind of like spirit guides that are coming in. It's like there's this, you know, sometimes how scientists, astronomers, they call these kinds of clusters, they call them nurseries, star nurseries. And it's almost like ideas and things are being formulated and coagulated and put together in this kind of incubation womb type. Because if you look at it, it's like there's a specific circle. I don't know if you can see the delineation in the card, but it's like a very specific kind of window into something that is gestating. I'm using all of this kind of birth terminology because it's almost like this owl is a herald that's about to bring something in if it hasn't already. And that part of the lesson here is confronting the fear behind, thank you, Spirit, how this could impact you. I think it has to do with change, and none of us are really great with change, but I think Libra likes things to be in their right place, because now they're singing Radiohead's Everything in Its Right Place. Libra likes things to be just so. And when they're not just so, it can cause you to feel a loss of control. And I feel as though, you know, I'm seeing the Twin Peaks reference again. I love Twin Peaks so much, but man, that show freaked me out. But it does talk about all of these kind of interdimensional, otherworldly realms, the shadow and the light. And I think that there's this, it feels very, what you're going through right now, it feels very insular, it feels very individual. But the mentor card, it's like that the lesson is imminent. The lesson is imminent. So let's see what the tarot has to say. We're gonna get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and at the end, I'll pull a card of advice from Spirit. This is for Libra. So, yeah, oh my gosh. I should have said it. I should have said it. I didn't say it. I should have said it. I felt the death card coming, right? Number 13, Scorpio energy, endings bringing new beginnings. 100%. 100%. It's very exciting. Because the death represents, well, we'll get to it, but it's like the death represents this like necessary change for your best and highest good, right? Necessary change for your best and highest good. Oh, God. Look at it. Look at it. I can't wait. I have to show you. Clarifying the death card, the sun, the best card in the whole deck. Very exciting. Clarifying death card, the sun. And I was gonna say it too, and I didn't say it again because I was like, well, in the traditional death card, the sun is coming up over the horizon, and here it freaking is. It's here. It's right here. This is great, Libra. This is so great. Thank you, Spirit. And that card has been showing up. One more for Libra. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's kind of feels very straightforward, but it just shows me, thank you. It just shows me that Spirit's channeling is working. So in the past energy, like I showed you before, number 13, death card, number 19, the sun. So this is scorpionic energy, and if you've ever known a Scorpio, you think about the kind of qualities and traits of the Scorpio. Scorpio is related to Pluto. Pluto, this planet, I think it's a planet. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think, went back and said, okay, I guess it is a planet. And it's this sense that, you know, Pluto's so far away. It's full of mysteries. It doesn't make a lot of revolutions around the sun. It just takes so long to kind of do anything. So when we're in this Pluto energy, we can just be sitting in these shadowy depths for a really long time, and the Scorpio understands that and is comfortable in those depths. Not forever, but it's this sense that there's this understanding that something needs to come to an end because it's just worn out its welcome in our lives. So whatever just came to your head as something being overstaying its welcome, that's the thing. Whether it's a person or a job or a narrative that you've been telling yourself, a bad habit that you have related to your growth or lack of growth or your health, whatever it is, it needs to come to an end. And you know it. This is the past energy now, the past energy. Rather, you knew it. You understood it. It was very clear to you, which is why the card is in the upright. You're allowing something to have its curtain call. And clarifying it is the sun. And we can see here, she's just got this like this like very peaceful, it's almost as if her hair is also creating a path. I don't know why that's important. Sometimes they say that hair is like your like transmitter. I always wonder about that though, but that's being brought to my brain right now. Maybe that has to do with downloads, frequency, that you're finally understanding, or you understood in this past energy, recent past, what it took or what it was going to take for you to be in alignment with your hopes, dreams, wishes, goals, your manifestations, in order to bring them towards you, in order to bask in their light, to have clarity about them, illumination. The sun ultimately is something that gives us life. And it fuels everything. It allows us to exist on this planet, as do so many other things. But where would we be without our sun? Now I hear that childhood song, "Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, would you please shine down on me?" That could have been a song that you sang when you were little. This is arguably the best card in the entire tarot, and it doesn't show up for just anybody. It showed up for you, Libra. It's really beautiful. Can I get a clarifier on the Death card, please, and the Sun? What is this in reference to? Ooh, 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups. Bliss, fulfillment, things coming into alignment. Look at the sacred geometry here. 10 full cups of love and prosperity and acceptance and generosity is what I've just heard. Compassion, generosity, empathy. These things that do not put us in isolation from one another, but rather bring us together. It's like literally making my heart feel full. And I was not having a great day today, I will tell you, because I've been feeling under the weather, and just something happened earlier and I got into my head, and I thought, you know what? You need to get out of your head, and the way you're going to do it is by giving some readings to people, doing what your calling is, do what you're meant to do. And so when I tell you that I've been kind of feeling down today, but your beautiful energy here is like making my heart feel warmth and feel optimism and feel hope. Just embrace it. Embrace it. This could be you being surrounded by family and soul tribe at this time. Also the spirit of gratitude. I feel gratitude. Yeah. This is just beautiful gratitude. That's lovely. But you know, what does it take for us to get to this space? A lot. A lot of lessons, a lot of starts and stops and frustrations and paying dues, paying karmic dues. We don't just reach this place just automatically. At least most people don't. So where are you in the present? Interesting. You got some Pentacles energy here. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Pre-Empress energy. This is the Pre-Empress card. Clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is the card that's been showing up. I think this has shown up for like 6 signs now. And I shuffle thoroughly between each, during the readings, between the readings, just when I'm sitting at this desk for fun and I'm not pulling any cards, I just shuffle. Something going on with the collective where overall there's this feeling of having to either be really protective over our assets and our things and our finances and our people, Or conversely, allowing things to have some breathing room, some freedom, some flex, some flow, which is what is going on here for you. Nine of Pentacles, though, the Pre-Empress card, talks about, in the upright, it talks about independence. It talks about the things that we've invested heavily into that turned out to work in our favor and allow us to be single, free, independent. And the card is in reverse. It kind of just tells me, it's not to say that you haven't accomplished things, but it does tell me that in the present moment, you're in the space of wanting to or needing to collaborate with another. And perhaps in that collaboration, you're going to have to give a little to get a little. These are not bad things. It's just how I'm interpreting the cards. That in the present moment, you're looking to collaborate. That could be with another person. It could be with spirit. Let's see. Can you clarify the Nine of Pentacles? Two cards came out. Look at, oh my God. Okay, look. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me, Libra? Are you kidding me? 10 of Pentacles. That's sheer abundance in the earthly realm. Now, it doesn't just have to be finances, although I hope that for you, but it could just be a sense of family, a sense of stability, good health. Let me tell you something. If you haven't, and I'm not calling this, I'm just using this as an example, but like if there's somebody out there that has been really struggling with their health, you know, they could live a very modest life, but if their health comes back to them, you will be the most grateful person on the planet, because health is wealth. So it could be a number of things. 10 of Pentacles represents a number of beautiful things. 9 to the 10. 9 to the 10. There's evolution here. King of Swords in the reverse, though. So this could be somebody that you need to collaborate with, and perhaps they are, maybe they're not in the same mindset as you. This is your energy. I do read this as Gemini, but it can be also considered Libra as well in some circumstances. If this is your energy, King of Swords, you could be feeling a little like, you know, it could be one of these situations where it's just like, okay, now I have this abundance, but I'm not really sure how to handle it. I might need a financial advisor. I can't do this by myself. I mean, it could be one of those things where you're just like, I'm not the expert, because the King of Swords is usually the expert. I'm not the expert on how to handle this, and I want to handle this very intelligently. Thank you, Spirit. See, I want to handle this responsibly, so I might need to reach out for some help to make sure that it's like I'm not just dumping things down the drain. That I'm really taking advantage of these resources and using it to the best of my ability, right? So if you came into some kind of inheritance, and it was a rather large inheritance, you want to be careful with that. You know, I have a friend who had a parent pass away, and she overnight became a millionaire. You know, it's like crazy. It's just like crazy, and it's just like, you know, I was talking to them, and you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Right? So take it as it resonates. Now, this is where I'm saying you gotta be careful, because in the future potential, you got the Princess of Pentacles. Okay. You know, beginner's mind, where do we go? How do we start things anew? And then you get number 15 in the Major Arcana, the Devil, Capricorn energy. So, looking at cards like this, to end the future potential with this, Devil energy talks about codependency, workaholism, addictions, bad habits, negative self-talk, self-sabotage. That's devil energy. We all go through it. We all go through it. It's kind of like telling me that, yeah, you know that you need some help and some advice. You can't, like, I mean, you can do things on your own. You're very capable, but you know that you need some help, because what might be the tendency here? To put our pentacles forth towards things that might not serve our best and highest good. Now, it's your life. Do what you want. But now the mentor is calling me again and saying, be careful. Right? We're trying to build something here. And you have this opportunity to build all of these things. Can gestate, create something that is really worthwhile and lasting. But you have to be careful that you don't get involved in things that might not be on the up and up, or might not be ideal. Again, you live your life, do what you will. I'm just reading the cards. Clarifying this. Look, see? Number 1 of the major arcana, the Magician. This is really intense. These cards, Libra, I don't put anything past you. This is really intense. But the Magician works both ways. You can manifest your heart's desire. But is your heart's desire in this moment really the best thing that's going to serve you in the long run? Maybe, maybe not. There is caution here, because your manifestation powers are very powerful. It's like, use your powers for good. For your own self, just use your powers for good, because this is like knocking. This card is clarifying the Devil card and the Princess of Pentacles. You are making things move and shake, so you have to be really careful with what you bring about in your world. So far, it's been spectacular. Whoever I'm reading for, this is great. Card of advice from Spirit. Nine of Cups. We always want to come from a place of generosity, of love, and most importantly, authenticity. Always act from a place of love and authenticity. A little bit of generosity there too. It's really beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Number 6, the Mentor. The teacher, the sage, the guru. It is said that the cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. So, yeah, it's like, are we using our powers for good, or are we falling into the shadow? That's your reading, Libra. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Libra.